Day baseball. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Sing, it's been pretty remarkable to see what this lineup has been able to do lately. They're putting on a clinic at the plate.
No doubt, Boog. Impressive performances 1 through 9. Unlike opposing pitchers, I'm looking forward to seeing another show today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starting pitcher, Andy Pettit. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
So we're underway with some Father's Day baseball.
Ball 2.
And another ball. That one misses.
Take it,
so a leadoff walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his own.
Judge over the top. Perez on at first, nobody out. Swing and a ball drilled center field. He's got it. Here's the lineup for the Reds. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Siggy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and move it around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his time. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Johnny Bench, batting with one down, takes a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. Strike 2.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting the ground ball and get out of this little jam.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two on, one out.
Well, to lay off that fastball up right there, you're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed, it's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now here is Tyler Stevenson. That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Two on, two outs. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Field two. In the air, right field. Williams on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Reds strand a couple, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting a start for Cincinnati, Zach Maxwell. What do we have on him?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first three hitters.
And the 1-0. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. It's there, and that's a great play. Take a look at the lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Bernie Williams.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boone. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
Bernie Williams now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one ripped. And that's going to get into the corner. Relay throw to second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Now that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Williams, the runner at second with one away. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Two now. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball forward to a board.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So up next for New York, Lou Gehrig. He's been a great free agent sign. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
Got him swinging.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it. And that's why you see the swing and miss. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch. Now he breaks his back. And that will end the inning. Scoreless after 1. On now to the top half of inning number 2. In now for the Reds, Barry Larkin. Little chopper rolls foul. The 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Up the middle. In time to Gehrig. One out in the second.
Batting 7, center fielder J.J. Bleday.
It was a bang-bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast, and it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
Nope, that's away.
Second inning here, no score.
Up.
Ball to strike. Misses
No, that's
just
a ball.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Oh. Eugenio Suarez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Two down, nobody on. Suarez swings and drives one. Deep left field. Out of here. Eugenio Suarez blasts one out. His 11th of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
That's a ball.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
1-2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Step off throw to first, and he's back standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And now, Tony Perez.
Up.
McLean off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Reds get a blast from Suarez. Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Connor Phillips. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Ball one there. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And now it's filled up. Popped up. And there's one away. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 for 6 so far in the series.
Huh.
This one in the air right field. And that drops back. In the air to left center. Done. On the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Bill Rizzuto.
Yes.
On the ground. Over to Perez. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
Ball.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Man at second. Pitch misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic. Late on that fastball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's ripped. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Left fielder, Adam Dunn.
Next to hit, Adam Dunn. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
0-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
No outs. Runners at first and third. Squirts away a little bit. Throws to second, and he's out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt. Try to get in scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. So right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Judge on third with 2 out. He struck him out. Pettit gets him with the cutter. Reds lead 1. They lead it 1-0. Back here in New York, well, Siggy, this offense has been rolling of late, but today a different story.
Yeah, no runs, and the timing just seems off so far. Still early enough to adjust, though, Boo.
That one found hard the other way.
Ball. High.
Phillips, a 6'2 righty, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, and all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Ball.
Fouled off. He was late. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Bernie Williams stepping in now for the Yankees.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. Safe in second, and easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Two in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. That clips the corner.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Two on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Got him. Wow.
That'll drive your coaching staff nuts. First, you try to move up when it didn't roll that far away, but then trying to get back before. They throw you out anyway. Not not going to go in your highlight reel.
Man on second, 2 down. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that one is out here. His 26th of the year, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 2-1.
He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
So 2 down. Now here is Lou Gehrig.
Strike. Woo.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone. Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Start of the fourth. In now for the Reds, Barry Larkin.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Strike 2. That's smacked on a line to center. Grabs it on the run. 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Hey.
Gets the outside corner with that one. The Yankees leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Got him. And that quickly 2 away.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Suarez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Reds go down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Pierce Johnson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 1-2. That one way inside. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And first offering is fouled off. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Yo, 1.
Oh.
That one missed. And that is in for a strike. And it's 2-2. That one just misses.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And that's outside. It is ball 4, and he's on base. One out, man at first. So up next for New York, Derek Jeter. He's 0 for 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talking about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Up.
Here's your 1. Hit on the ground to short. Larkin. They take the force out. That ends the frame. Back in New York. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain.
Well, these Reds finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Oh, great stop to first, and they get the out.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense. It's no doubt.
Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Siggy. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. The Yanks up by a run, and they're at the top of the fifth. This one in the air. Rizzuto. 2 down. Aaron Judge at the plate. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Outfield playing straight up now. Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Yankees 2 and the Reds 1. Welcome back. This offense had been rolling coming into this one, Singy. Today, not so much.
Well, you got to credit the pitching, but they're due for a breakout inning here offensively. Don't count them out yet, Boo.
You know I won't, kid. The 1-0. Right side, Perez. He'll do it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Tony Gwynn now at the plate, 1 for 2.
Oh.
The 1-0.
Hey.
And that's a little high. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Whoa.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a ground ball. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Up next for the Yankees. Right
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Pierce Johnson gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run. Brock Burke taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Got the bat going too soon, and strike 2.
Oh.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Way inside. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay not going to get him. He's in there.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Babe Ruth inside. Ball 1. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Man at second. There's a strike at the knees. Now 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the wall. In comes the run from second. Save!
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Yankees 3, and the Reds 1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And the batter now, Johnny Bench. Headed back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder Adam Dunn.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The Yankees up by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Sets him down looking. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Stevenson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Pitch misses, and now 3-0. Barry Larkin up next for the Reds. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat. Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at bat.
Stevenson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And it's 1-1. Now the bullpen looks to be springing into action. Billy Wagner, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Smith, the right-hander, also getting loose. And it's fouled off. Up the middle, the underhand flip, nicely done for the out. So one left for Cincinnati, and they still trail it here, 3-1. Back in the ballpark, and in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
On the ground, and foul ball.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again.
Well, with 2 strikes, you want to stay back long enough for that breaking ball, but he handled a fastball slightly elevated. Good job by the hitter right there to spoil it away.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it. Splits the plate. Strike 1.
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legends. This is New York, and it is the greatest city, I would say, in the country, if not the world. So you expect them to build a ballpark that's going to be incredibly rich in that tradition. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Jeter takes the strike. What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I need to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power.
2-2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
2-2 down. Out to short, Larkin. And the Yanks go quietly. Yankees 3 and the Reds 1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, in now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday.
No! Strike 1!
Going to count 1 and 2.
Oh!
He goes down looking. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. going straight up now. And a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Pitches in the dirt. Ball 2. The Reds down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. And he swings through that one.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
No, that's a ball. Ball.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Yankees 3 and the Reds 1. They turn things over to the southpaw, Caleb Ferguson.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
The 0-1.
Ball. Ball 2.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for third baseman, Paul Molitor.
In the air, right field. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder, Tony.
Back to the top of the order, Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying, and it's caught just in front of the wall.
Ball one.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike.
He's
Bounces, and he's in there safely with a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, and it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom of the 7th. Swinging a foul out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cade Smith.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Swing called strike. Strike 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. That's inside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Caught him looking for the pin.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. Not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Out to short, Jeter. Sends it across to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Two down, base is empty. Johnny Bench, the next to hit for the Reds, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Gwynn on his way over, and that is that. Back in the Bronx, now up as the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging, crazy.
Ball, inside.
Ruth aboard here at first with nobody out. The 1-1. That one almost got him.
Ball.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Payoff pitch. Stays alive. And that's the strikeout looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. First and second and nobody out. Mickey Mantle and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Fastball the inside corner for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
That one fouled off. Oh, 2 now.
Ball.
In the air to left center. Dunn has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's off line. Safe at third.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run. And with the run away. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
2 on, 1 out. That one is absolutely belted. That one hops off the wall and should score at least one. Here comes Garrett. The relay throw. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 5-1.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now, Derek Jeter.
That's high.
One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Leday fires it in. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Here's a ball that's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
That's the ball.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Nope. Ball
Could
2.
be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike.
Oh, he's safe.
Pitches through too late. Two and one now. Two aboard. Foul off down the right side. Second and third, one away. Upstairs. Full count now. Outside ball four. He walked him, and they are loaded. Paul Molitor stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-2. Still only one out here in the inning. Got him swinging for the K. And now Terry Francona makes his way. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Emilio Pagan.
How'd you like this? Summoned from the bullpen, playing the Yankees, bases loaded.
Off the mark there. Ball one. This ball's chopped to the ground. Larkin. Oh, a great flip. What a play. Inning over. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Both coming on this. We go to the ninth. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Adam Dunn. And this is inside. Movement in the Yankees pen. Billy Wagner, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. And that's down and away. Here's a 2-0. And that's too high. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
The designated hitter, Tyler Stevenson.
And that's outside. And that's ball one.
Ball two.
The Yanks leading by 4 here at the top of the ninth. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just missed. Dunn gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Barry Larkin, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 in this one. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Here comes the skipper, and we're
For the Yankees, number 59, Yoan
right through there for a strike. That one in triple digits.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
No,
And
that's
an
a ball.
ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. The 1-2.
That's the ball.
And that's outside. Good job to fight that one off. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The Reds now down to their final out. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. In the air, right field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
Well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.